One thing that's new today is that in addition to Twitch and YouTube, we also have Facebook Live. That's
Hello,
happening
Facebook.
with us, so.
There are 3 groups of you now.
Yes, so greetings to everyone from Facebook as well. So we're kind of widening this platform that we have to stream the Velia Inn. Now we have all 3 platforms that we think should be viable to watch this, and yeah, they should be watching from us now. And we already have nearly 500 from Facebook just watching, so that's really, really good.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming, and of course, a lot of people, the usual suspects coming in from YouTube and Twitch as well. Thank you guys for coming. But yes, a new haircut. Yes, I did get a new haircut.
It looks very fancy.
I dyed my hair too. Just yeah, I tried to get it done because like the chat was complaining a lot about me not getting a haircut for the longest time. They were pretty right. So.
And they don't like that you touch your hair.
I mean,
so you should watch it.
I still might touch my hair.
I
should do it, but yeah, that's going to be something that was taken care of. But yes, we have to do a couple of announcements before we begin, and
bear with us.
And a lot of already comments coming through about whatchamacallit, a lot of the balancing issues that we were talking about every week. Something regarding the witch not being strong enough, the paladin and the huntress being too strong, and of course the gladiator. People think it's broken and not in a good way, but it's just not. Yeah, it's not. It's kind of broken in the ways that people don't want it to be. But yeah, we're still trying to communicate all that to the devs, and hopefully they'll get to fix that. And of course, Buff Titan, of course, that's always in the midst of that. And we're definitely having that voice being heard, and we're still trying to do our best to communicate that over. But in terms of having this game design just go on in its kind of the route that it's been taken, not too much action has been taken for the balancing acts, and that kind of leads to the frustration for what a lot of people have been thinking about how strong their character should be and all that. But definitely all we can ask you to do for now is just try to keep your voices heard and just try to just say it out in terms of what you guys want for your characters, in terms of how unfair you think it is in terms of this current state, and see what we can do about it.
But I do believe we are paying close attention to these sorts of issues as they develop. Mm-hmm. So just as you guys are talking about it, these things are also being talked about internally. So it is something that's actively being discussed and figured out.
Yeah. The graphics issue, we did try to put a data patch in for the devices that are really just relatively new and relatively high spec, but still was readjusting the graphics down to high, back down to not from the max level. And something with that, we were trying to apply a data patch, and it did fix a lot of those problems for many of the devices, but still we're getting reports that certain devices still haven't been fixed yet in terms of that regard. So we're definitely continuing to work on that, and hopefully we can provide an update to resolve that issue as quickly as possible. And just know that we definitely heard your voices regarding that. So if you're still experiencing issues regarding your certain device, still toning down the graphics when you set it to max graphics, definitely keep your voices heard amongst us, so that we can definitely communicate that over and see what further solution we can have with that. And also, we're getting the notes from the Siege Wars and the Node Wars. Of course, the systematically where some guilds are making these pre-arrangements for how the results should be, and it doesn't become a 2v1 fair fight in the end. And something that I've been thinking about in terms of how to best communicate that with the devs and still try to see what solution we can find. We're still definitely considering that at the moment. Hopefully we can find a solution to that soon. And then maybe we can get you guys some good news so that Siege War and Node War can be a fair competitive mode, as we all would definitely want it to be. So do have your patience with that, guys, and hopefully we'll try to find a good solution for that and try to get that out to you guys soon. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I think we can go over to, I guess, the other announcements I think will come when we get into patch notes, when we introduce some stuff, and we'll see what we can start to talk about. But yeah, I think we're gonna get that for where it is, and I guess we can go to Q&A for now.
Are we attempting Q&A right now?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do our best chat. However, with the introduction of 3 groups, you cannot believe how fast the chat is going. So bear with us, but we will answer. Please ask your questions, anything you want to know about the game or anything that you've been thinking about, and we will do our best to answer.
Well, I mean, we got nearly 1,500 on Twitch, a little over 1,100 on YouTube.
Yeah, it's only like 3,200 people.
And like 560 something for Facebook right now, so... just bear with us if your question doesn't get answered. Most likely, it just hasn't gotten seen. So hopefully, you guys can
Please don't
understand
think we're ignoring you.
No, we're definitely not. We're trying to see through the comments and see what questions we can find to answer. Let's see. Remastered when? If you think the graphics not good enough already for a mobile game, I don't know what to tell you. I think remastered is something that I personally believe is not needed at the moment. If it comes to that in the later time, we'll definitely ask those questions. What else do we got? Wow, this is so fast.
The next class coming? The next class is coming when it comes.
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking care of that.
Awakening release is definitely coming as soon as it releases.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
laying it all out there.
Did you script that?
I'm not, yeah.
Okay.
I know what not to say, and I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Hot deal when? Do you guys want a lot of hot deals? Like, how do you guys feel about hot deals?
Because, I like hot deals.
Yeah, no, because it usually provides a layout for people who want to purchase stuff with white pearls, but also who want to purchase stuff with black pearls. And if you're not paying in this game, if you want to just work with the free black pearls that you have been having, and maybe that's a good place to spend it. So if you guys want a lot of hot deals, definitely we'll definitely communicate over that the users really want a lot of hot deals, and that's a big point of interest for a lot of people. We can't obviously make it like the Korean version, like in terms of the evolution that's been taken way longer than the global version did. It's going to have more in quantity, more in quality, and because it's already at a different state in the game, so
the game's so different.
Yeah, definitely we can't apply this exact same thing to global. But if you guys want more hot deals in general, I think that's something we can definitely talk about and see if we can communicate that over.
I'm totally for that as well.
Yeah, hot deal is a big interest. What else do we got?
Oh god, no, paragraphs are impossible.
Please do not write your questions so long, and it'd be impossible.
Yeah, sorry
for
guys,
us to
paragraphs are way too hard to read.
One short sentence would be great. Who is your favorite Final Fantasy VII remake
Tifa.
character? Is your Tifa?
It's
Tifa
not even close. Yes, Tifa's amazing.
Wait, so I didn't play it yet. I said I was gonna play it, and I didn't play it.
Yeah, don't spoil it for
as
him.
I told it. But does Zack appear?
Oh, Zack's he's not in the FS7 canon. He's a separate game. They're not referencing separate games.
No, I know it's from the Crisis Core and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought Zack would have been in the game, but no, I can't. I haven't played it yet, so I won't be able.
You just need to play the game.
Yeah, I would be able to tell you. Male character release. I mean that would be nice.
I mean that falls in the category of when does X character release, and I already answered that earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be due time. I don't know what class Perlibus will decide to release next and when they will decide it. But if they do, I think it would be timely to maybe put in a male character for once, because it's been straight up Sorceress and then now Dark Knight, right? And now we already had 3 to begin with.
It is a female-tastic ensemble.
Yeah, and so far it is. So maybe male class should come up. I would think that would be nice to have, but I don't know what the devs are thinking at the moment. So hopefully you guys get what you want, but you guys have to wait and see for yourself exactly what comes out, when it comes out. All right, so other questions. Who's the camera guy? I set up the camera.
Machine mic.
I set up the camera just right there, like in front of us, right there.
So Joel.
And but I'm not the camera guy because I'm not standing behind it and just adjusting, because I did all the adjusting before the stream started.
You were the pre-adjuster.
I did the pre-adjusting. So the camera is standing still right now. There's nobody around the camera, and we trust that it will have no issues for the remainder of the stream. And if it does, I'll just go back and adjust it. But for now, the camera guy is not a thing. There's no camera guy. But someone that's close to the camera guy is Jeremy. He's managing the stream. He's taking care of all the stream related acts.
Yes,
and
Scary Boss Jeremy is in the house.
If he clicks stop streaming, if Jeremy does that,
he's controlling everything right now.
The stream would die. That's how much control he has right now. So you guys be nice to Jeremy just to make sure that the stream stays alive for the remainder of this stream.
Someone likes your sweater.
I like your sweater. Where did you get it? It's actually I'm not sponsoring them over here. Seeing there's no sponsoring anything like that. But it's from I don't know if I think it's a Korean brand. But it's called Mind Bridge.
That is definitely a Korean brand.
Is it a Korean brand?
I don't think that's a Western.
Yeah, but I like this brand. Like for Western brands, I like H&M and I like Zara and stuff like that. But for Korean brands, this is one of my favorite brands. Mind Bridge is really nice. So if you guys ever come to Korea, if you go to a department store or something like that, then just try to see if there's a Mind Bridge nearby, and you might like some of the clothing there. Valor, sir. We hope so, because
sir.
Yeah, I mean that's one way to ask. So
that's good. That's good.
So they're asking if Field of Valor will come back anytime soon. We hope so. It'd be nice because I really like Field of Valor, and that'd be really nice to have once we get there.
I think the same person's asked why I look so sleepy 5 times.
Oh, well, you can answer that.
I think we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I have deep set eyes or whatnot, but my entire family's DNA, these black circles never go away. So no matter how much I sleep, I always look like this. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I did not choose this.
Yeah, I mean, Tim still might be sleepy. He might not be. But you can't tell.
Yeah, it won't matter.
You can't
I'll
tell.
Look exactly the same.
He could tell you that he's not sleepy, but he actually might be sleepy.
Oh.
You could tell you that he is sleepy, but no one will believe you because you look like that even when you're not sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
So, in conclusion, we don't know if Tim's sleepy unless he says it himself.
Tim doesn't even know if Tim's sleepy.
I mean, he doesn't even know, so we will never get the answer.
I have to be informed that I'm exhausted. I'm like, oh, okay, I should go sleep.
Yeah, so that's what the situation is. We're actually getting the questions quite well for how fast it's moving. It's really good.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't talk about Arena. Yes, Arena.
Talk about Arena.
Arena is one of the things that we definitely should talk about. I should have talked about
that
it.
That is one of the announcements.
Yes, that's one of the announcements. So, the balance state that we have with Arena at the moment in terms of the normal Arena that we always used to have, and now the newly introduced Ranked Arena. You guys definitely would have noticed that the Ranked Arena's balancing system in terms of how strong and weaker the matchup should be at the moment is much different than what you see in normal Arena. And I did talk to the devs about this, and because I definitely noticed it myself, but also read from all the comments that are being sent from Discord and all that. And then I talked to them about it, and they said it was intended. And they explained to me the reasoning why that was a viable act for what we have at the moment. So what they explained was, since the normal arena is based on CP, right? The normal arena matching system is based on CP, but the ranked arena is only based on MMR, which means based on the closest ranked opponent that you could find within the matching spectrum. So what they explained to me was, if we have it as a system where it's not necessarily balanced too much by the CP base as it is for normal arena, what will eventually, again, in the long run of things, is that stronger people will definitely be in the higher ranks much easier than people who need to work a little bit more to get to the higher rank. So what? Oh, Jeremy, chat stopped. Can you go
present
to
chat.
Yes, present chat. So yeah, so what we have at the moment is that we just started Ranked Arena, right? It's been 1 week. It's been 1 week since we started Ranked Arena, and what we're having at the moment is that really, really strong people are going up against much weaker people, and then the matchup just doesn't become fun at all, entertaining at all. But
it's kind of decided.
And what happens when we get a couple of weeks and couple of months into this system is that it will eventually kind of flatten out in terms of people who are supposed to be at this certain rank will be there. and people who are supposed to be at the other side of the rank will be there as well, and that will become a little more solidified as the time goes on, because now we're having the placement matches, we're having the people that just started off ranked and need to climb a lot more, and people that just doesn't seem like they belong in that rank where they are, they need to work a little bit towards it. So what we're going to get in the long term of things is that your rank is pretty much going to be your rank unless you do something to make yourself stronger and work within the game to make yourself become stronger, and then that will help you obviously get higher in the ranks. And that's kind of the stance they have at the moment regarding that. So I think they believe that the ranked arena will be much better. It will look a lot better once we get some time to flatten it out a little bit. So that's the kind of the stance they have at the moment. So yeah, that's hopefully that explains a little bit about what you guys might have found confusing about the normal arena versus the ranked arena, and why those two modes feel very, very different. And so what the conclusion of that is, if you want it to be just a really, really you want to be able to really skill your opponents regardless of the CP and regardless of how much stronger numerically they are. And if you want to test yourself with that, definitely your normal arena might be the place you want to enjoy those modes and see if you can challenge yourself to do that. But ranked arena will be a different definition of what they want out of this game, and that's what's happening at the moment. So, but if you guys want something different out of the ranked arena and the normal arena for what those two modes compare to each other, definitely you can still always voice out your opinions. Nothing is ever solidified in terms of what can be changed and what definitely cannot be changed. Your voice is always is something that we always prioritize, and also something that I try to always communicate with the devs. So if you guys want something different out of arena, just always speak out, and then we'll try to hopefully get it towards the direction that you guys all can accept and all can understand to be a very fun mode to enjoy. That's hopefully we can accomplish that in the long run, hopefully. Yeah. We also what else do we need to talk about? So that's it for the arena. Yeah, that's it for arena. Once again, if you guys have any opinions or suggestions about arena, you can always share that on Discord, and you can obviously share in chat as you guys are doing now, and hopefully we all can feel pretty happy about it sooner or later. So
they're doing their bestest.
They're trying, and that's what they believe at the moment. So we'll get some other questions before we move on to the patch notes. We got a lot of patch notes for a 4-hour maintenance, of course.
Yeah, I took a look. It's a pretty sizable chunk.
Let's see. What do we got? Shakatu new stuff. So you guys, I think would have heard that Shakatu would be getting like this update or something like that. You guys will find out when we get to the patches. So anything new that's happening regarding this maintenance, you guys will find out in the patch notes.
It is in the things we will be telling you.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's see. What else do we got? Node war costs too much wood. Yeah, so like that's also the thing. Like in terms of the node war and the siege war, putting so much investment into getting into the battle, but being unfairly taken out of the competition side of things, that's definitely not a good look that we don't want out of this game. So we hopefully can find a solution to that very soon. Just once again reminding you guys. Can you two speak Korean? Yes,
he super speaks Korean.
I can speak Korean, and I can speak English, and hopefully I want to speak a lot more other languages, but it's not that easy. But yes, Tim speaks a decent amount of Korean too. Like, I mean, he can literally hold a conversation in Korean. And
have
literally
you heard that happen? Are you sure that's the case?
Somewhat.
Okay.
It was a half-edged conversation in Korea. Like,
okay.
like a Korean person that speaks no English, right?
Uh-huh.
Can come up to you and you speak your half-edged Korean.
Uh-huh.
They would still be able to have a conversation with you. I've seen that happen.
They might be capable of understanding me. Yes.
Yeah. And he understands basically everything that is being said to him in Korean, as far as I know. What else do we got? Is there, like, if there's not if there's not any of those anything other than those repetitive questions that we always get, then we'll definitely move on to the patch notes if there's not any good questions to hold up on. Some other questions that we haven't answered, please. We already answered some of the questions.
Fresh questions.
Yeah, the questions that you guys are speaking over.
Multiple nightmare zones? Any discussion about that?
No, as far as I know, at the moment, we will be sticking to one nightmare zone. So when it gets to a time where the devs feel like the nightmare would do a little bit more justice to have multiple zones more than just one, definitely I'll let you guys know on that one. But for now, I've heard nothing other than that we're going to be keeping with just one zone for at the moment. Iced tea? Actually, this is musket. It's a musket. You guys know like those.
We don't do musket very much.
It's like, oh, you guys don't?
No.
Musket tea. Have you guys ever heard of musket tea? It's like a variant of a grape. So it's not super sweet, but it's like has that. It kind of smells like the what do you call it? The grape skin. Like when you smell the grape skin, like it has that little. The edgy sort of smell that's going on. That's kind of the scent that it has in the musket tea.
I learned about musket when I moved to Korea.
But funny enough, this tumbler right here, it has iced tea. It has peached iced tea right there. So I don't think they were asking about this one. I think they were asking about this because of its color.
I think they're a little bit curious that you've got 2 drinks and I've got nothing.
I mean, I asked you to become hydrated. Do you want water? Oh, actually,
I drank my drink before this drink.
And we ran out of. I was about to give you another bottle of water.
You offered me something we don't have.
It was unintentional.
Oh.
Jeremy, present chat, please.
Click the button with the presentness.
So yes, Rita's answers don't talk about tea. Someone did ask about that, so that's why we answered it.
Indeed.
But we try to.
True story.
We try to answer everything that we can
Guild
see.
ranking, seasonal outfits. What about seasonal?
What about
outfits?
seasonal outfits? Like, are they asking something like, do they want like a new seasonal outfit?
I read the entire question.
That was the entirety of the question. I guess it would be nice to have a seasonal outfit, but I don't know how many people even have seasonal outfits to begin with. Like, do you guys even have seasonal outfits? Like, I don't even attempt it because that's a lot of money that I have to spend to not get even stronger, but to make me look really good.
It is a lot of resources.
It's a lot of resources. It's a lot of pros that you have to spend to get the seasonal outfits. But if you have it, that's impressive. But I don't know. I don't think a lot of people would have it. 20 times sale. See, exactly. So because the rate is not that high as far as I know. So if you buy a lot of outfits and try to put them like combine them together, and it doesn't turn into that. Yeah, I heard that seasonal outfit is really hard to get. I never tried, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, it's really tough. But yeah, if you guys feel like maybe a seasonal outfit should be more seasonal in terms of like having new season of seasonal outfits, that makes sense. Like in terms of the word itself, the terminology. You definitely voice that out. We'll definitely can think about that, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, 3 seasonal outfits. That's crazy. Guild ranking. Like you guys talked about that a lot, but the only changes that we made to rankings recently was the arena rank, which was not based on the normal arena anymore. It was based on the rank arena. And then we put a new whole placement on it, and you can still send praise and still get that 1 black pearl. And kind of the surprising part about that is that the refresh did happen very timely enough that we never really had a loss of 1 black pearls after the update. So and we were able to press all 3.
I saw someone asked about additional Guild War castles or additional castles.
Right. So that's one of the solution methods that we can help to solve this current problem. So that. But I think maybe it's more of a primitive thing where we have a 2v1 at the moment, and 2 guilds can choose to form an alliance and all that, and make that other guild just kind of left out and not really have a chance of winning. But yeah, definitely allowing more castles, allowing more nodes to fight for, maybe that's one of the options to hopefully solve this problem. But I think we have to look at it a little bit deeper in terms of more primitive ways to maybe take care of this. And this is all my personal opinion. I still haven't talked to the devs about what the right way to solve this is, but just talking about what could be done. But yeah, you guys can definitely keep sending out ideas for what could be a good solution to this. And definitely we would want something better out of this, and hopefully we can get this to be a little bit better sooner or later. Do you guys need voice chat for Node War? Like, is that like I know a lot of you guys use Discord and other third-party voice apps just to communicate with each other on for the Node War and the Siege War. Having an in-game voice chat is what's being asked. Definitely, we can
several times. Yes.
Yeah, we can definitely look into that, see what we can hear out of the devs about it. I don't know if it's a possible thing, but definitely would be something that has to be developed from the ground up. See if we can get that done. Let's get a couple more questions before we move on to the patch notes. Just about 4 minutes before we can move on. So, what else do we got? New class teaser. We don't have a teaser for any new class that will be coming out anytime soon. Not yet. If we do, we'll definitely throw that out. And once we have a teaser, we'll definitely send it out. So you guys don't have to worry about.
That is the nature of teasers.
But it's just when we don't have a teaser to throw out, it means that we just don't have a teaser. It's not that we have a teaser and we're not choosing to give it to you, but
we've created a secret teaser that
yeah,
no one can see.
We don't have it, so not at the moment. I mean, Dark Knight came out like not even a month ago.
No, it's been pretty recent still.
Yeah, Dark Knight, it's been pretty recent. So I don't think a new character is needed at the moment, present time. So maybe wait a little bit more. Hopefully we can get that later.
New maps.
New maps. So new zones and new regions, right?
Indeed.
That'd be nice. When's the last time we got a new region?
That would be nice.
North Media, right? North Media was the most.
North Media and then Kron Underwater Cave.
That came before North Media.
Was that before?
Yeah, that was before North Media. So North Media was a most recent edition. That was about a couple weeks. It was a little more than a month ago. Already?
Yeah,
it's been that long.
Really fast.
So maybe I guess the new region or new zone, just in terms, that will be something that we can consider. But yeah, hopefully, the devs really do plan this out in the long term. So if you haven't seen a new region in a while, chances are you might see one very soon. And I don't know the exact date of when they're going to put out or what they're going to put out. But
things are definitely in the pipeline.
Yes, I think the devs will be thinking in their minds of when to introduce this new region or new zone or whatever it might be. Yeah, hopefully that will come to us soon so we can have a new place to hang out. Hadoom mode win. Hadoom, I think, is a very, very much in the later content. At least if I follow the Korean progression, not that the global follows everything that the Korean version does, but even with Korean version, like Hadoom came way later, I believe.
It was pretty late into it.
I don't think Hadoom is something that's sort of big priority right now for global. I might be wrong. The devs might just be like, Hadoom next week. Like I don't know.
So, while we're doing this stream,
yeah, and it's like I want to be a little bit edgy today. I just want to throw in Hadoom next week. Unless that happens, I don't know if it's gonna come out anytime soon. And yeah, that's what I know about that for now. Yes, boss stamps. We definitely will talk about it more once we get into the patch notes very, very soon.
Which he can talk about in 1 minute.
Yeah, and I'll definitely talk about that more. But definitely there's been some issues in terms of people exchanging passes, exchanging boss stamps into special boss passes. Then they didn't use it in the time they didn't use it until the server reset happened the very next day. And they lost all of it. They were like, all my boss stamps, they're just gone. But it does clearly say that you have to use it within a certain amount of hours, and it does say that pretty clearly. So a little bit unfortunate that you guys didn't get to use that. So I'll definitely put out one more information once we get into the patch notes to see to show you guys that you definitely have to use it as soon as you get it. Don't stall on it. Don't even hold on to it. Just go and use it right there. Okay. Are we ready then? I guess.
They're more than ready.
Are they ready? Yeah, I guess we can go into the patch notes now. Jeremy, can we go into the patch? Oh, that was fast, Jeremy. Dang, Jeremy, he's like...
He doesn't mess around.
All right, so Boss Rush. I told you I was going to talk about Boss Rush, and that's actually the first slide that we have at the moment. So Boss Rush selection, what does that even mean? If you look right here, this little indicator between the special and the normal, this wasn't there last week.
Little yellow box.
This wasn't there last week, but it's now here. So right here. So when you get the special boss passes, right, it automatically shows you that you have 11 multipliers that you can go into this boss, and that's how you can get into it. But you actually want to hold it off for now and just maybe run through the normal rushes first. And
now you have the option because I kind of overrode it before.
Yeah. So before you had to run the special first before you went to the normal, but now all you have to do is just press that button and it turns back to normal. But the stamps are still there. The special stamps are still there. So you can switch between this and this as much as you want. And then choose exactly what you want to play first before you get to the other one. Pretty straightforward, right?
Quality of life.
Yeah. So, that's, you could do normal on the prepare screen. Oh, could you? I didn't know that one. Maybe that was a little bit intended.
But now it's even more quality of life.
Well, I mean, it's definitely a lot more user-friendly if that was the case. I actually didn't know that. So, if that was one way you could do it, you could definitely do it a lot more easier now.
Yeah.
You just have this little selector knob.
It sounded very user-unfriendly.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Yeah, so you can definitely do that and try to do that as much as you would like. So, in addition to that, we have to once again remind you guys when we do have special rushes that you can exchange for, and you see right there, just
on the bottom left.
On the bottom left, you can exchange 12, but you have 9 hours and 9 minutes to do it. It's going to be different for what server you guys are on, and based on how much hours you guys have left before the server reset happens. So once you're here and you see that time remaining screen, just go and use it. Like,
go.
Don't even hesitate to think about like, I should use it on the weekend because like I have a lot of time on the weekend. You might have time on the weekend, but you might not have those passes anymore because they run out on a daily basis. So in addition to that, when it says the remaining time, do you see that right beside the prepare button? You see the remaining time of 8 hours and 51 minutes. That too, just like when you already exchange it into the specific boss that you get, you still have only a limited time before that runs out as well. So if you get a special boss stamp, special boss pass for anything that is related to that sort, just go and use it. Don't even hesitate to wait till the next day because it will disappear.
Click.
Yeah, so that hopefully can solve out a little more of those confusions that we've been having. So that 9 hours and 9 minutes there. So just go and use that. All right, so that's the first bit of updates that's happening. And the second one is definitely a quality of life update because my quality of life will be updated through this because it's been not the most updated as long as this was introduced initially. So auto questing, right? When the auto questing was first released, people were thinking, I can auto quest through everything. Like everything. Like I turn on the game, put it on auto quest, and I can go on a vacation.
Oh, totally.
For 7 days and return back, and it will have completed all the quests.
Maybe.
That's what they were thinking. And that definitely wasn't so because there are these things where you have to open cages. Sometimes you have to wait for like 3 minutes at a time just to open one cage. Stuff like that happens. And you sometimes have to buy a wheat seed.
One
wheat
the
seed.
tiny like 2 second portions. Yeah, that doesn't auto.
It takes about 5 seconds to do it in real life, but it takes a billion of infinity of hours if you don't do it yourself. So those kind of stuff. And obviously the elite bosses. Elite bosses, when that happens, you obviously have to stop for that. And you have to do all that manually. And when that happens, so all you're thinking about this auto quest is really auto questing. Well, partially it was not because some of these things that you still have to do manually. And now it's a little bit improved. I'm not going to say it's completely improved, but it's a little bit improved in the terms of this stuff is now auto.
Good.
Yeah, so the elite missions that where you have to go Red Nose, when you're in Tidium, and you got to do Musket and all those things that you've had in the past. That's something that we've said that could have been done, but it definitely wasn't done in the terms of where we explained it. But at the moment, yes. So after this maintenance, you will be able to run through bosses, just elite bosses, with auto questing, and that will just run by itself without you having to touch it, and you don't have to manually control anything.
Right.
That will just run by itself.
Although this warning is important, when you're doing the elite bosses with auto questing, it will stop the auto quest if your inventory is too heavy.
Yeah. So that just goes in general for this auto questing. So if you're getting all these rewards from all these easy quests of like killing pigs and all that, like where you're getting all these like random rings over and over again, and then your inventory just fulls out, and then you can't hold any more items. Then it'll still stop. The auto quest will not keep on going. So that all those things that you knew about auto questing, when it stops and all that, and still buying that wheat seed,
right.
All those little things that still makes the auto questing stop is still there. But the only thing that's now been a little bit improved, I guess one can say, is that the bosses, the elite bosses, now will be automatic compared to when it wasn't before.
Right.
So everything that you know about auto questing still remains the same. The only thing that has changed was with the elite bosses. So that hopefully makes it straightforward enough that you guys understand the significance of this update. All right, so that's that. Let's go over to the next update. It's a brand new feature.
New things.
Yeah, that hasn't been there before. And I'm still wondering why there's so many updates for 4-hour maintenance. It's not even a 5-hour build update where you have to download a whole new version of Black Desert Mobile. It's still there, but yeah, here's a brand new thing that's coming on. It's gonna be called a bounty mission. Bounty missions. So this is a brand new concept that hasn't been there for global yet. So what this is basically almost like a daily task.
Right.
Almost.
Kind of like a daily task,
Yeah.
but you'll be able to go onto this board, and there will be a selection of missions for you to choose from, and you complete those.
It will give you one mission. It will give you one mission as an entry. Then you can choose to exchange it for a different one if you choose to. So yeah. So that's how it works. So you go to, if you look on the upper left side, on every village that you visit, there will be a section where you can click, where you can press bounty mission, and it will hold you over to this bulletin board looking thing. And it's going to be called bounty mission. So you can go to any village, any city, and it will be there. So what you do is you just click on it, and then you'll see that it will give you a mission, right? It'll give you a task to do, just a mini quest that you can do on a daily basis. And then you can complete it twice a day. So you can do a maximum of 2 bounty missions a day. But if you don't like the specific mission that has been given on to you as a bounty, you can choose to exchange it once.
Once per day.
You can choose to exchange it once per day in exchange for silver. So you have to spend some silver to exchange it for a brand new mission. No guarantees as to if the exchange mission will be something that you like a little bit more. It might be a worse mission, so take that with the risk that you take. But it's definitely an option out there for you guys, and this can be done twice a day. All right. So bounty mission, it's a pretty straightforward thing. It's something that you can do now on a more daily basis, and the rewards I heard will be decent enough that you should definitely try to do this every day.
to do.
So definitely don't ignore this and try to do it when you can. And yeah, that's it for the bounty mission. And the next one, wow, we have a lot of updates today. There's
a good number of
and
updates.
And this is not a small update either.
Yeah.
This is a pretty significant update. So how many of you guys, well, this is already including myself, but how many of you guys have a bunch of tier 4 crows that you got out of the hammer mission, the hammer event? I got 4. I got 4 tier 4. You got 2?
I got 1.
You got 1. Okay. I know some people got 2, some people got 3. I got 4 tier 4 crows because I got super lucky off of it. But yeah, the tier 4 pets, like I have it just laying around picking up stuff, but I was kind of a little bit sad that it doesn't get better than the tier 4 crows. So what I can do now after this update is to combine my 2 tier 4 crows in the hopes
into a tier 5.
In the hopes that it becomes a tier 5, not a hawkling, but into a crow. So yes, tier 5 pets are now available. That's
something looks pretty different about these tier 5 pets, Joel.
And the thing that we've seen for quite a while in terms of the little skills that you see on the layout on the left side. The other 4 on the bottom you definitely recognize, but on the top now it has an attack as an option there. So you can definitely choose to get this to tier 5 and try to make your character even stronger, but also to obviously improve the looting phase of what your pets can do just a little bit better than it usually was.
Yeah, and you'll notice the sort of the graphic, the border around that skill is a bit different. These are special skills that only tier 5 pets can get, and it's a different list of skills from the original set of skills you get from the other pets.
Yeah, so you guys might be thinking that this is going to be based on if you use more money to try to get
I wouldn't say maybe.
if you use more money to get yourself to get these tier 5 pets, definitely you will become stronger, so maybe you'll have a better chance of winning. But I said that in a very long way. But myself, like I just explained, like my tier 4 crows, I got them completely free. I did not spend a single buck to get them, and I just got pretty lucky on it. So yes, one way you can see it is that, yes, tier 5 pets, I believe, will now be a huge priority for a lot of people that wants to become stronger, and that means you have to work towards it. Will definitely help with that in terms of maybe giving out more pets in the future, providing more opportunities to get more pets in a much easier way rather than paying 400 white pearls to do it yourself. But yes, this is now more of an availability in terms of what the tier 5 pets represent. And yeah, this is what tier 5 pets will be, and hopefully you guys can get a lot of the tier 5 pets as much as you can. I'll definitely try on my tier 4 crows as soon as the maintenance is over. Hopefully I'll get one to tier 5 very soon. And the exchange rate obviously is still there, so if you fail on your first try, you'll have a better chance on the next try and the third try and so on.
Until eventually it's guaranteed.
Yeah, so that's that. And yeah, you guys are not wrong about this specific subject, where it's you can definitely pay a little more to get a higher tier pet, which will give you some attacks and some of the key stats along with it. And yeah, so we're definitely not in disagreement regarding this one. I think this is the closest thing we've had that we introduced that definitely is going to be determined by how many tier 5 pets you'll have. You definitely get a lot stronger from it, more so than the pet albums that I had and the other stuff that we had in the past. This is definitely a very strong addition that will make your character a little bit stronger. Oh yeah, in addition to that, we'll also be giving out one tier 1 pet to help you get started. So if you do need some combining to get started after the maintenance, you will get one free tier 1 pet. So that's going to be given out, so you guys can try to exchange and try to combine your pets to hopefully get to tier 5 very, very soon. So yes, tier 1, it doesn't seem like much now because of the current situation that we're in, but that's kind of how we're going to handle it for the time being. Hopefully you guys can get close to getting the tier 5 pets, because definitely we can all see that's going to be a strong component to making your character a lot more viable. All right, so that's that, and let's move on to the next topic. All right. Go. With the ancient ruins that we used to have, compared to the boss rush being revamped a little bit to make it a little bit better, the arena being reintroduced in a different way.
Yeah, Ancient Ruins is lagging behind a little bit.
Yeah, Ancient Ruins was relatively easier and with not great of a reward, especially with the world boss even getting better in terms of the actual rewards it gave. Ancient Ruins also gets a revamp. Now we're starting the Ancient Ruins Season 2. The difficulty level will be just the same as usual. So difficulty 9, as we already have it, will still be 4,300, and everything below that will be just the same. So you don't have to worry too much about the difficulty of this going into Ancient Ruins, the new introduced version of it. But definitely, what we have at the moment is a newly introduced kind of the Season 2 that we had with World Boss.
Right.
But now we're going to have to do this with Ancient Guardians as well. So with Ancient Ruins getting a little bit better rewards. So more of a reason for you guys to try to go for this.
Fancy new stuff.
Yeah, so you can see that. We can show you the rewards real quick, but yes, guys, you guys have already stated that that this stuff it's definitely you can definitely pay to get yourself stronger at a faster rate, but I would
pay to get stronger at
a faster rate. But I would imagine like people will have enough tier 5 pets later down the road, and you can't get any stronger than tier 5 pets. So for people that are complaining that it's impossible to get tier 5 pets, definitely will not be the case. I definitely can see some cases where you can still get some tier 5 pets even without paying money. Definitely hopefully you can get there. So don't worry too much about it, and you guys can just focus on the other contents that are coming, because we already acknowledged that this is definitely something that you can pay yourself to get a little bit faster in that progress, but definitely not impossible to do as a free-to-play player as well. So yeah, just that's kind of where we are at the moment. So let's go to the Ancient Ruins Season 2, so hopefully you guys can kind of focus on the important stuff that's coming, because once again, another free-to-play content that it's going to give away a decent amount of goodies. So here's one way that already I'm going to be able to prove that some of the rewards that will be available through the Ancient Ruins, the newly released ones, will help you get towards the tier 5 pet. So the first box that you see on the orange column on the 3rd slot right there, this is going to be a baby Kabuto chest.
Oh, it's adorable.
It's going to be a baby Kabuto, the little ancient guardian, but much smaller. And you guys have seen that through one of the events that we gave out that reward for, but
now you can just get it.
Now you can get it just through Ancient Ruins, and of course the drop rates will be minimal for these featured rewards. But if you do get it, and you can get a chance from tier 1 all the way to tier 4, definitely a random chance on that one. But once you do get this, once again, this will get you closer and closer to try to get through that pet accomplishment that you want.
But this is sort of a new like in-game feature way to get. Like, you can always have a chance to get a pet here, which I think is something we haven't introduced before to global.
And the thing is, like, the way you can acquire pets before this maintenance was definitely a lot tougher than it could have been. But I would imagine that with the introduction of these this tier 5 pets, and also with how the importance of it, and everybody kind of understands that you need to have tier 5 pets to become really strong. I would imagine now pets will be a little bit easier to get from here on. That's kind of my prediction on it. So you guys can take my word on it and see how easy it will be to get pets relatively compared to the past. And yeah, that definitely will give out chances for people who don't spend a single penny on this game, chances for them to acquire pets themselves and eventually get to that tier 5 pet, because so far there's no tier 6 pet. So like if you get to tier 5 pet really fast,
that's the max.
And then you're just kind of stuck there. Like you can get to tier 5 pet later on, and you're still the same. Like it still flattens out. So my theory is that yes, you can pay to get yourself faster to that regard, but
you can still get there.
You can still get there. Like it's not impossible for sure. Okay, so hopefully that I know it's not going to be fully understandable for people that think that this is going to be just like, oh, it's going to be just a killer. But like, definitely, you can trust me on this, guys. You can trust me that you can definitely get to that same state. It probably will take a little more time if you don't spend anything.
You can do it.
There's nothing wrong with that. All right, so that's that. So Baby Kabuto chest is the first one. And the second one is going to be an Ascension Skillbook chest. So when you usually got this off of just regular hunting off of these a little bit more difficult zones that we had, you can now get it in a form of a box where you can get some Ascension Skillbook chest and get that and you can open it with any class that you like, but you can't open it if your class is not Ascendant, obviously, then you won't be able to get the Skillbook for that. But if you open it with any character that you really want to feed all the Skillbooks to, definitely keep that for now, and then move it over to your character that you desire. Then you can open it and try to get your Skillbooks that way. Alright, so that's that. And the last bit of reward, so we saw 2 for now, and the last one is pretty straightforward, and this is a little bit surprising for me that they're giving this out already. But yeah,
it's happening kind of quick.
So the Relic of All and all the other orange relics are available through the Ancient Ruins. Definitely, I would imagine that this rate is not going to be very high to get, but you might see some posts on Reddit or Discord saying someone got a orange relic off of the Ancient Ruins. Definitely could be possible, but yes, this is definitely an availability now with the Season 2 of the Ancient Ruins. That's how it is at the moment. And we're doing a little bit more with relics this time around in terms of what we have at the moment. So in addition to more relics being given out and more availability for it, we're gonna now add an additional way to use your relics, and here it is. So this is the second relic slot that opened up. So if we
2
see
slots.
Right, when we used to have only 1 slot, now you can add a second slot of relics. So if you had another yellow relic just laying around in your camp and just didn't get to use it for anything, definitely you can use that You can use that. Not just for, okay. So someone's asking, is it just for all? It's definitely all the orange relics are available through the ancient ruins.
All the different branches you can get.
Yeah. So that was just one example of that. But anyway, so with the second relic slot, if you have a second relic just laying around, you can definitely equip that to make yourself a little more viable. So that's another option you have there. All right, so that's that. And so with that, we also have an addition to the relic system, that we have at the moment. What we have with the second relic opened up now, it's gonna provide a little more easier method of trying to get relics at a better rate, and this is gonna be done through the Pearl Shop. Of course, when you roll through the relic fragments, the thing that changed a little bit is regarding this.
And that's gonna be similar to how the light stones work, right?
Yeah. So the light stone, when you roll a couple of mounts for a bit, then later on you'll at a 100% rate, you'll be able to get yellow or orange.
Right.
Light stone. So that's how it worked for light stone. Now the same system will be provided for the relics as well. So if you have a lot of fragments laying around, it's a good time to use it. Definitely try to work towards trying to get 50 attempts. And if you don't get a yellow or orange by then, you'll be guaranteed to get an yellow or orange. So this is another way. If you don't have a second relic that's viable to use, definitely will be a lot more easier to gain than before. And also, something that's not really stated on text here is that the relic rate has been improved as well. So I wrote relic rate up for a reason, because the relic rate up means that not only will you be guaranteed a yellow or orange if you don't get it within the 50 tries, you also have a general better percentage, better rate to get the yellow and the orange relics as well. So if you found yourself not getting a lot of yellows or orange, you might find yourself getting a little bit more. Of course, orange is still going to be difficult to get, but yellow is still going to be much more visible now than before, I would hope. And so that's what the rate improvement has been done to that. So if you're rolling a lot of fragments after today, you might see a little bit difference. So that's the change that has been made. So they're offering new ways and much better ways to obtain good quality relics to equip onto your second slot.
Yeah, it's a lot of extra quality of life improvements that I think not only for people who do pay, but for people who are free to play. Like these are extra options you have to be able to get stronger on in your own pace as well. Yeah.
So I know that like people, they offer a lot of the relic fragments and all that through blackstones as well. Not blackstones, the black pearls. So if you have a lot of black pearls that you're laying around, you can still now it might be a good opportunity more than ever to spend it on relic fragments to try to get yourself a decent second relic if you don't have one already. Definitely another chance for you to get in on that one. Try to see what you can get. And we have another rate up that we... let me get some drink real quick.
Please get your drink up.
Goodness, I've been talking so much.
We're talking about the next update. So, to go, we have relic fragments that we've updated. We have the ancient ruins that we've updated. And so we have various different ways that we're sort of quality of lifing the game for everyone. And next we're talking about Alchemy Stones.
Yep. So we'll get the same rate up for Alchemy Stone as well. So no guarantees as we do have with light stones with relics. If you fail for 50 attempts, you won't be guaranteed a red. That's not how it works for Alchemy Stone.
But it is generally higher.
It is going to be generally higher. So the rate up, I did ask and confirm this with the devs, is that the rate up obviously has been applied to the reds of a little bit, but also at the same time it's been improved to the higher quality orange relics. So orange alchemy stones. So not all the orange alchemy stones, you guys probably would have understood, are the same quality. Some definitely are better than others. You have the main weapon enhancement up to 3, and you have the couple of the shoe and gloves up to +4 or whatever. So there's a lot of higher quality orange alchemy stones, in addition to obviously what everybody wants with the red alchemy stones. So all that will be rated up a little bit. So now you'll see better quality alchemy stones through the rolling, more compared to now. So that might be another reason if you haven't got yourself a decent Alchemy Stone yet. Might be a good chance to do it now. The Alchemy Stone, there's no new Alchemy Stone. Someone's asking from Facebook. Abner Ramirez is asking new Alchemy Stone. We didn't confirm any new Alchemy Stone,
Right.
but the existing Alchemy Stone now can be
You have a higher
obtained
chance.
at a better rate. So better quality Alchemy Stones now can be obtained at a little bit better rate than before. All right. Okay, so this is a series of that tier 5 pet. Just wow. I mean, it's not that we
The
didn't.
level of excitement.
Yeah,
is,
it's not that we didn't acknowledge it. We definitely can see that, plus 12 attack and all that. Like, that's big.
Yeah.
So, like,
Jeremy, present chat.
Jeremy, chat. We're not in chat.
Bam.
But yes, so what the situation is with this marathon of things that we've been running through is that yes, you can. As with anything else in this game, like we have to find ourselves explaining this every time. You can pay money in this game, and you can get stronger faster.
It is definitely an option.
Yeah, you can do that, but it's not like you won't get stronger if you don't spend any money. It just will not be as fast. That's how I take it. Like, I don't spend a huge amount of money on this game, but I find myself at a decent like 4.2, 4.3. I'm pretty close to 4.3k at the moment, and I'm pretty happy with the game. Like, there's nothing that I'm missing from the game. Obviously, I'm not gonna beat anybody that's from 5k into 6k in PvP. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. But like, I'm still enjoying like every content of the game. It's just like I think people still can feel like they can still enjoy this game by playing free to play. It definitely is possible. Like, you see, people are laughing that I have 4.3k. It's not that high. But still, like, it's still, and some people are saying 4.7k free to play. Like, still, all these things are like, almost everything introduced in this game, you can pretty much play anything you want, like, with no limitation, even if you play free to play. Right? You can get stronger, yes, but you can get stronger in that way to, prove your dominance, to enjoy content a little bit easier. But definitely, I think there's not really a situation where, for the case example I provided with the tier 5 pets, you'll get there. You'll eventually get there.
Yeah.
You'll eventually
It's always
get there.
possible, yeah.
Like we had with anything else, tier 3, tier 4, when we had that, eventually everybody got there. It's just that it just took a little more time for people that didn't get there.
And the events have been getting more and more generous, I've been noticing, as the weeks go by. So a lot of this stuff that you could pay to get faster, a lot of it is available in the events that are coming out nowadays. So
yeah, so that's the thing that we're trying to explain. So what we have at the moment in terms of the content that we're introducing, yes, you can pay for the Alchemy Stones, you can pay for the relics. You can do it a little bit faster, and you can probably get your better rates of reds and all that if you obviously pay a little bit more. But I assure you, and I think a lot of people can agree with me on this, is that this game is still enjoyable in terms of, like, obviously you're not going to beat everybody PvP, like, if you're free to play. That's definitely not something that's designed to be that way, but you can still enjoy pretty much most of the content that are available and still play free to play. I think that's something that we can all agree upon. So when you guys shout out your comments, I do this like maybe on like a bi-monthly basis almost. Like we have to kind of have a little bit of discussion with chat. But yes,
we have to have a sit down.
I mean, just like because people like just shout it out, but like sometimes I feel like they don't kind of have a real intention of why they shout it out, but they just kind of shout it out regardless. So hopefully you guys can still agree that this. I still genuinely believe that you can still have a lot of fun with this game. You don't have to pay money for it. So that's how it is at the moment. And it wouldn't make sense that someone pays a lot of money, loses to someone pays no money at all. You pay money to get stronger. That's literally how it is. But yeah, that's how it is. So hopefully you guys can understand that. And it's kind of where we're coming from. Literally, there's nothing we can do in terms of changing how the game design is. But just, I think being straightforward, like this is literally a free-to-play friendly game in terms of you can't not play if you're free to play. That's not how the game is right at that moment. Yeah, so that's that. All right, so with that, I'll go over to the next slide. Hopefully you guys can understand everything that's been come through this. And this is something I think a lot of people have been asking to be introduced. And I think we're finally ready to introduce it. So here it is. Jin equipment. Jin.
The next level of equipmenting.
So we've had we've had the Liberto, we've had the Rosar,
And the Grunnels.
and the kites for the shields.
The kites, yes.
Yeah, so we've had those. I mean, the ultimate Liberto, ultimate Rosar, ultimate kite, and also the ultimate Gruno. But now,
But there's something better than Ultimate, isn't there? Ultimate definitely doesn't mean
yeah.
best of the best.
So it's not the gin, the alcohol gin, but this is the gin in terms of the gin
Alcohol
Liberto, where it now is the three slot orange items. So this will now be the top tier orange items that are going to be lesser than red, obviously.
The tippy toppest.
The orange does not beat red. Let's get that out of the way first. The
Red
orange
is definitely the best.
Orange does not beat red, but this is going to be the top tier orange item now. It has been introduced. It's the Jin line of equipment. So we have the Jin Liberto, as you can see. We have the Jin Rosar, and also the Jin Kite that you'll see with the shields for those paladins and the gladiators out there. We'll also have the Jin Gruno set of armors that we have for the helmet, and also the armor, gloves, and shoes. We'll have all that. And as you can see in the description of what it requires for you to need to craft at the blacksmith that you see here, for Jin Liberto, you will need 3 ultimate Libertos of any kind. So
Right.
you can have 3 different ultimate Libertos of different weapons. But as long as you have it, you can combine them
Right.
into creating a Jin Liberto.
So if you do happen to have one on multiple characters,
Mm-hmm.
or you happen to get one while you're farming out in the field, or you manage to get any of them through the
Mm-hmm.
market, you can use all of those together to create a gin that you actually want to have for your
Yeah.
one of your main characters.
So if you're really wanting to get a 3-slot orange item because you really like that crystal that you have that you want to attach onto your next level equipment, and with obviously this making it a stronger equipment overall for every category, you can definitely do that, but it's gonna come at a very, very high cost. Getting 3 ultimate Liberto main weapon of any kind, I imagine it's gonna be very tough to do.
Yes, that will not be simple.
Yes, so that will be that, and that's gonna be something that you have to do. So, regarding this, the Jin Liberto, the Jin Rosar, the Jin Kite, and also the Jin Gruno, this will only be available through the crafting, through the blacksmith. It will not be available on Shaka 2 as far as I know yet. So don't go to Shaka 2 in the hopes of pulling a Jin. I have confirmed with the team that the Jin is not available in the Shaka 2 shop yet. I don't know when it will be, but I imagine it might be later on. But for now, just don't go and pull all your 500,000 ancient gold coins in hopes of getting a Jin and crying to us later on that I didn't get a Jin after I pulled 500. Even if it goes on Shaka 2 shop later, I mean, everybody would understand. If you need 3 ultimate Liberto, if you need 3 ultimate Grunos to craft this item in the first place, I would imagine the rate to get a Jin item, if it does go on a Shaka 2 shop later on, it will be even lower, much lower than getting an ultimate Liberto, and still it's hard to get those. So that's what you guys need to know. For now, it's not available in the Shaka 2 shop, and you can get this if you want through the crafting, through the blacksmith. That's how it is at the moment. All right, so that's that. And the Jin equipment is going to be the last bit of, I guess, all the screams and all the shouting coming in from chat. Because I believe the next update,
Nothing but happiness.
it's going to be nothing but happiness. I can guarantee you a lot of people will like this
Ear
one.
to ear.
And you guys can yell pay to win for this next update, and I would just laugh it off because it's just gonna
This
be
one's fun to win. That's what FTP is gonna be.
yeah, just go get ready to shout your pay to wins in the next but do shout your appreciation if you do like this next update. I know a lot of people personally asked me a lot of for this feature to be added,
And we've been sitting in chat before too.
yeah, we saw it in chat, we saw it on Discord. A lot of people wanted it. And yeah, so we'll look at it now. Hopefully you guys can appreciate this. So, recently...
Didn't happen yet. No, talk, please
no,
talk.
recently we had the Ravenous tournament, right?
Yes.
And people were like, wow, I didn't know that Ravenous could look this good. Yes, I already talked about I already talked about it, Jeremy. You can confirm that. But Jeremy's asking my questions like through the
I
notepad.
saw the question, yes.
Yeah, and he does that a lot, but I have to answer it. So you guys, Jeremy, present chat. We're lost on chat. We're lost in chat.
I see so many faces.
Chat, Jeremy.
Chad, what happened to you? Oh,
Jeremy.
Chad, why?
All right, so yeah, okay, so we had the Ravenous tournament. Everybody really liked it, and they were kind of amazed at how good it can look when the spectator mode is there. And people were asking like, can we have one too, so we can open like private tournaments and all that? And initially the answer was it's not ready yet, and now the answer is it is ready.
It went from yet to ready.
Yeah, so the spectate mode that you guys saw in the Ravenous tournament that we recently opened, it's now available to the public. You guys can use it as much as you want and hold private tournaments and all that. And that is something that you guys can do. So when you thought that the arena was getting so much attention, so much of the spotlight, that the Ravenous was being falling off, but now you can do Ravenous, go into this, and go into this mode. Now there will be this thing called the watch mode. Yeah, see, people are saying pay to win. Oh, so pay to win to watch a Ravenous game.
Goodness.
To watch a Ravenous game.
How many pearls does it cost to watch?
0 pearls it is.
What?
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, God, you know how long it takes to get 0 pearls?
Yeah, but yes. Anyway, so there's this watch mode that you guys can. There's this toggle that you can turn on. So when you turn this on, it turns from this into this. And you can see that there's a little space bar above this where you can type in room invite codes. I'll explain a little bit about that later, but it's something that you can do to invite other players publicly. Just post it on Discord servers or whatever your medium of communication is. Then just give them the room number and say whoever wants to come in first and fight, and just go ahead and have the chance to play from there. Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you, Jeremy. He's onto it. But yes, so once you get into watch mode, you have to turn this on if you want to go into spectate mode. You have to turn the watch mode on, then use create team, then you become the room leader, so the room owner, and you get into this, and you can get yourself and press this button called watch. You can see on the top where it says 1, 3, but you can press the button that says watch, and then it puts you not as a player of the game, but it now puts you as a spectator of the game, and you can use all the observing modes that you saw in the Ravenous tournament. It literally moved as is, like what we all developed. And obviously I put a lot of inputs to, can we make it like this? Can we put all this and make this all look all cool? All that thinking and process that went into the Ravenous spectate mode, we moved it to the live server. Literally, it's the exact same thing. So if you guys wanted to do all the cool effects and all the camera moving action with what we had with the Ravenous tournament that you saw, you can do it yourself. You can literally do it yourself, and we will have a maximum of 3 spectators that you can do. So you can now have multiple varied views, so variable angles and all that you guys can do, and try to switch that back and forth. So you guys know what I'm talking about if you guys know a little bit about observing. Definitely, you can do this with the Ravenous tournament when compared with the past. That if you guys wanted to do a little more fun mini tournaments within your guild and all that. Jeremy, present chat.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, so, but yes, now you can do that, and you can see that the room number is also available right where I highlighted it. And so you can just copy that, send it over to whoever you want, and then they can come in from there. But you can also invite personally. So if you use invite, a window will appear, and you can type in the family name of whoever you want to invite. That's within your region, of course. It has to be within your region to invite. And you can do that and to invite certain people, and you can still move people around as well. So you can move team member. You can see that little button down at the bottom, right above the VS, where you can see move team member. You can do that to move players to certain areas that you want specifically. So if you want this team versus this team, all that, basically everything that we did for the Ravenous tournament, you can do it now in your own private space.
Making it a lot more customizable.
Yes. So pay to spectate. Literally, you can do that. You can charge people to come watch your
Wait, don't tell us about it.
I mean, don't tell us about it. That's literally your option. You can pay to spectate if you want, but we're definitely not the ones forcing you to.
We're telling you don't need to do that.
But yeah, so hopefully you guys understand that this is something that was highly requested, but especially after the Ravenous tournament ended, people were wanting this to happen, and yeah, hopefully you guys can have fun with this. I really would see a lot of opportunities for guild leaders and also community leaders to try to host tournaments on the smaller side and try to have fun with it. And maybe you can share videos of that with us and a lot of the tournaments that's happening. Should be fun for us to watch. Oh yes, and in addition to this, I did receive an approval to make this announcement that we are in preparation we are in preparation for a second Ravenous tournament.
Oh.
So we finished one just about a month ago, a little less than a month ago, and now we're in preparation for the second Ravenous tournament, of course, globally that we had with the first season in terms of America, Europe, and Asia. Now that will be once again just the same. So if you want to participate in the tournament, definitely get your game on and try to practice a lot of Ravenous and see if you can get it, and to see if you can participate and see how well you can do. So that's that. So we'll have more details on that hopefully soon. For now, we're still in the preparation phase of trying to get that ready, and once it's ready, I will hopefully send you out more details about it so you guys can participate and have more fun about it. All right, so that's it, and
we're not done yet, though.
We're not done yet.
No.
We have a lot of slides today.
Yeah. I think maybe this is the last one.
It's not even the last one.
It's not even. Joel,
I'll tell you, bro. Like, there's a lot of updates that for a shorter maintenance, but this is what we have. So yeah, that's it for the Ravenous Steak thing. I hope you guys have a lot of fun with it. And now we'll move on to the in-game events. Some of the in-game, of course, Jeremy picks out a lot of these in-game events, and I personally have a lot of question over this. Why this in-game event turned out to be. So.
Oh, I think I know the answer.
Yeah. So we're in April, right? Currently it's April, and Jeremy decided to open up a strawberry festival, and he thought to mention sweet and delicious. I mean, strawberries are delicious and sweet. When
but
it's the
this
season.
festival only celebrates the sweet and delicious strawberries.
Yeah, in April though, like it's April. It's healthy, and Jeremy goes on to mention that it's healthy. Thank you, Jeremy.
They filter out the bad tasting. They take a bite of every one, and the good ones stay.
Wait, if they already tasted it, if they take a bite out of it, but it's good, and they use that, then people
because you trust the person who
but
tried it.
But people are eating half-eaten strawberries. That's disgusting.
But that half-eaten strawberry is going to be one of the most delicious strawberries
I'd rather not eat it.
Ever had. Well, you're missing out.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah.
That's what that means.
So yeah, I even Googled this. I even Googled this to make sure. But strawberry season, I heard, is in June.
June.
Yeah, it's actually in June. So when people would have thought that it's actually winter fruit, it's actually not. It happens kind of the early summers. So June strawberry is supposed to be the most sweetest and the most delicious-est.
Oh.
It's
very
supposed
consistent.
To be.
Yes.
It's supposed to be, but Jeremy, why did you decide to open up a strawberry festival in April?
I think this is the thing he asked me about, and I have. If it's what I think it is, if this is why, okay, yeah. I'm right. So Jeremy talked to me about this.
Yes.
And because he found an event that happens in Florida every year. That is some strawberry festival in Florida.
In April?
I have a friend who's from Florida, and he confirmed that he loves this festival, and he goes every year.
But it's not April. It's not in April, though. It's probably June.
I think that's why he found it, because this is like this...
All right. I don't know if anyone in chat can confirm whether this is a real festival or not, and if you guys can confirm in chat. Strawberry festival, is this a thing? Well, anyway, let me go on to explain what the Strawberry Festival is. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty pay to win strawberries. You do need to pay to get the strawberries. You don't get strawberries for free usually.
What?
No, you have to pay money to buy strawberries.
I mean, that's real life.
Yeah, no, that's what they're saying. That you have to pay to win the strawberries. So
monsters. I think it's the monsters that have strawberries in this one.
No, actually, this one you're actually getting the strawberries from gathering. So you can see a little bit down at the bottom of the event page where it says. Gather strawberry, collect strawberry by gathering, and this is not by hunting. So if you've been hunting the whole time and you're expecting to get strawberries, you ain't gonna get it. You have to work for it.
I have an important question.
Yes.
Is this all gathering?
I think so. I think
you can go mining for strawberries.
Jeremy, you can confirm, right? This is all gathering, right? This is yes. So
mine for strawberries it is.
You can mine. You can hit those rocks.
Can we go fishing for strawberries?
No, fishing's not included. Yes, fishing not included. Okay. So the only form of gathering is so foraging,
logging for strawberries,
and for mining strawberry. So you can mine those stones, and inside those stones, like a gem in the real heart, you can see a red strawberry, sweet and delicious, by the way, because it's been hid under those pebbles. So yes, so sweet and delicious strawberry festival. It's an exchange event. We've had those for many times. But it's actually been a while since we had an exchange event. And here are some of the things that we can exchange for. And I was still baffled by some of the stuff that Jeremy prepared for this event. And it's actually the first item on this list. Strawberry firecracker, Jeremy? Are you serious?
I think pyromaniacs have a new idea now.
Strawberry firecracker? What is that?
Those you have to use the strawberries that you chop trees. You have to go chopping for the strawberries.
Yeah.
And the chopped strawberries from trees can turn into firecrackers.
And someone's asking, why does Jeremy know so much? Because he's the one that plans out events. And like, in moments like these, I'm so baffled. Like this is what it says: strawberry firecracker, a firecracker shaped like a strawberry that symbolizes good health. That's great, Jeremy. But why strawberry firecracker?
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's just a 150 LT that you can get for 30 minutes. It's kind of similar to the original
and
firecracker.
So you eat this fiery strawberry, and you can hold more stuff.
I guess so.
I don't know why you have trouble with the logic, Joel.
I guess so. But yes, so we planned this out, and the first in-game event that you'll see right after the maintenance is a Strawberry Festival. That's going to be happening. You can get a bunch of strawberry firecrackers and also see a lot of the in-game items below.
Plus a bevy of other items that you can get with your strawberries.
Yes. And yeah, that's that. I was just kidding, Jamie. I love strawberries. I love the strawberry festival.
Strawberries are great.
I just found it ironic that it happened in April. Just not really.
I feel like Jeremy's learned so much more about the world having to plan these events.
Yeah, I imagine he does because he like what Jeremy usually does in office. What Jeremy should usually checks in office. Like he's like checking through like something day, like something like a festival that happens somewhere in the world that I had no idea about. Like
that's what I mean.
The bagel day. I never knew there was a bagel day. I've never heard of that. But I now found out through Black Desert Mobile and through Jeremy doing all that research for what days.
And now I know about the yearly Floridian strawberry festivals.
I guess so.
In my home country.
So if you guys want to help out Jeremy plan out future events and like come up with like specific festivities,
please let Jeremy know the most obscure
days
in your country.
Like in your country, like
he would go crazy.
Yeah, he just goes all out. Like,
he has a new passion for obscure yearly events.
Like I even saw him talk about like some taco days or something like that.
Okay, well that makes sense. Tacos are amazing.
But I didn't know there was a taco day for
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, so I guess so. Yeah, so if you guys have any like cool like days that you think like no one would even know about, definitely you can DM GM Jeremy on Discord and he can take those ideas and make it into an event. I'm sure. I think that's definitely something that can happen. But yes, Strawberry Festival, that's happening. And you guys were thinking that, just an exchange event. You know, we've had those before. It's just going to be just regular stuff.
There's one more, isn't there?
But this next event, I'm even more baffled. Not at Jeremy, but at some other dude. Because I thought this dude went nuts last time when he did this.
And he's going double nuts.
He's going double nuts. That makes him double crazier. And it's a guy named Shakatu. You guys know who he is. And he's done something crazy recently where he said he needed to empty his house, right? Mm-hmm. He said he needed to empty his house.
So now he needs to empty more of his house.
Like he said he's going to give away 70,000 ancient gold coins, and that's what he did. 70,000 ancient gold coins to people just by logging into the game. And I'm like, dude, you're crazy. You're gonna run out of ancient gold coins,
dude.
And he came back to me after this event ended because it ends today, right? So today was the last day that he gave out the last bit of the 5,000 ancient gold coins to everyone. And he came back to me and told me, I still have a bunch left.
Yeah.
He hasn't run out yet.
I cleared out one room.
Yeah, he hasn't run out yet. So he still has a lot of Shakatu coins left. So he's doing it again. This ain't April Fool's, guys.
This guy.
Like Shakatu, now it's gonna have just a login event. And yes, it's literally 70,000 ancient gold coins again. Like, you just get 5,000 ancient gold just like before, but it's not going to be through a push reward that we had for the first rendition of it, but this time it's just going to be an in-game event where you can see that gift icon, just go to it, and you can just do check-in. It's basically a login check-in event. So you can just do a check-in, and you get 5,000 ancient gold coins every day. Oh, and Shakatu did mention, just like last time, if you miss the day, you will miss out on the ancient gold coins. So when it says he's going to give out 14 days worth of ancient gold coins, it's only for 14 days.
Yes.
You don't have any buffers in terms of...
There's none of the bonus days like they've done in past events.
And you can't miss out day, but still get to day 14. You have to log in every day.
And check in.
Click the
check-in button.
Yeah, and then Shakatu will give you 5,000 ancient gold coins. So again, he's giving out 70,000 ancient gold coins, so hopefully to empty out his house a little. So he's doing a little bit of spring cleaning, but on a very extreme version of it.
A much more extreme-ish version.
So yeah, if you guys thought that you didn't have any ancient gold coins yet, now's another opportunity. Just log in. You don't have to do anything in the game. Log in, check in, boom, get some ancient gold coins, and hopefully see what you can find. All right, so wow, that was a lot.
That's a lot of updating.
Oh, that was a lot of updates. How many slides was that?
That was 40.
40 slides. I mean, I make all these slides, right? Like before the stream starts, and
Yes.
I didn't realize it was gonna be this long, but this was a long.
Well, you were
patch
very
notes.
thorough, showing all the new options.
But it's like I couldn't not show any of these things.
Yeah,
that
there
I
was
showed
like
you.
8 or 9
Like,
things you had to talk
yeah,
about.
and then there were things that are actually worth talking about. So, yeah, this is great. So, hopefully, in addition to all the explanation that I did with this game, very much free to playable. Just hopefully you guys can find some ways to think about that. It's just not. Like,
Think about what you said.
exactly. Like, I know some games. I know some games are pay to play almost. Like, if you don't pay, you can't play it. Like, you can't play it. Like, you can't enjoy like any of the content in the game unless you pay. But this game, Black Desert Mobile, you can definitely play and enjoy most, if not all, content and still have fun with it. You can pay to get stronger, but that's with any game. But this is how it is. So at the moment. So yeah, that's how it is at the moment. Hopefully you guys found, if you didn't like any one or two specific parts of the patch note, I hope you enjoyed the other parts. And once again, we're here as the messengers, just trying to tell you guys what is being done. And also, the other side of being that messenger is, to take what you guys said and to bring it back to the devs and kind of let them know what you guys thought about certain things. We'll definitely let them know about all the things that's been said today, and like we always do, and see what they can have with it. So yeah, I think we're gonna be done with the patch notes now. Jeremy, can we get us onto the big screen and show our exhausted faces? Jeez, that was
You did a good job, man.
that was a long patch notes. All right, so with the patch notes being done, someone's asking about raid up. So raid up has been done for Alchemy Stones and also for relics, and not anything else in between. Okay. Wow. Someone said, Joel, your hair looks great. Thank you, but your skin needs more strawberries. What does that mean?
One of those strawberry treatments. You know how the
Like, do I just like rub strawberries on my face?
No,
Does
you
that
gotta
make
let
it better?
professionals, man. You can't just.
Goodness, I've never seen a
You can't
strawberry
just-
treatment
Yeah, you can't just
on the
rub
skin. I've never seen
Three
anything.
strawberries on your face.
Well,
That's-
thank you.
that's crazy.
You guys asked for a haircut, and I got a haircut. I got my hair did. That's the most formal way of saying it. I got my hair did.
I think that slang's really old.
No, I like. I still use it in 2020. Like,
Got your hair did?
I got my hair did.
Good.
Yeah. How old is Joel? How old am I now? I'm 28 at the moment in international age. I will be turning 29 in April. People have been asking. People have been telling me
I was gonna
since
say, I'm pretty sure you need to teach about this.
No, because since the first stream, people have been saying happy birthday, Joel, and like it was never my birthday. Starting from December, like people were asking, like, is it my birthday? Is it my birthday? It's like happy birthday, Jeremy. Present chat once again, please. But yes, you look like you're over 40. I'm not over 40. I am 28 at the moment, and I'll be turning 29 in April 27th, which is gonna be a Monday. But yes, actually, my birthday is coming very, very soon. It's even coming next. Wait, what's today? 14th. So next week will be a day after my birthday. So you can tell me happy birthday then. But for now, yes, I'll be turning 29 then, and we'll be turning 30 the next year. We'll be entering my 30s.
So you're turning real. Ta-da-da.
Spectate system, can you get Raminus points?
Pretty sure that's not gonna happen.
I cannot confirm on that one, but I would imagine no. I would imagine you're not gonna get points for watching TV. It's like this. Like you watch an NBA game, but they do not pay an NBA salary to watch the game.
But there are apps that give you points if you just watch stuff.
I don't think
Through
we have
the
a
app.
separate app for watching Raminus game. For spectating, I would imagine it's just going to be spectating. You guys can check yourselves. And so the participants will not. Will,
We'll get
all
Raminus
participants
points, but
will
not
get
the
Raminus
spectator.
points, but Doctor Spec. Yeah. The participants. The
Of course.
participants. The private invites. That I think you do need to check. I can't confirm right now. So these personal invites that you guys send out and things, I would imagine it works for the participants, but don't take me accountable for that one. I imagine the participants will be able to get the points as usual, but if not, that also could be a case. But as for right now, it would make sense that the participants get it. If it doesn't, do let me know, and I'll obviously test it out myself once we get done with the maintenance. But yeah, because I've been spectating the whole time, so I don't know what the participants have been getting, but for now it's been just a lot of fun. So the whole point of the spectate mode is for you guys to have a lot of fun, just not really worry about the points all that much. It's not to gain more points. That's not why this was introduced. It's just for you guys to have a little more options in terms of content creation and to have a little more tournaments in between, so you guys can have fun with that. So that's that. When will Shakuto events start tomorrow? Actually, we'll start right after the maintenance. So right after the maintenance, log in, check in. That's day one.
Yeah, today'll be the first day.
That's how it works. So if you find yourself logging in after today's maintenance is over, log in, check in. That's day one. If you missed today for whatever reason, you will start at day one, but you will not get day 14. Even if you log in every day after that, it will probably lead to day 13. Mm-hmm. So that's a good question. Thank you for asking. So as soon as this maintenance is over, you can log in, get your Shakuto 5,000 gold coins, and that's how it works.
I saw someone ask about being able to sell more gear in the market.
So, more than 5?
More than 5.
I haven't heard about that coming into fruition for now. For at the moment, we're having this situation where 5 is where it's at. But if you guys genuinely want more than that for a good enough reason, then definitely shout that out, and we'll see.
If we hear more about the fruitioning in the future,
yeah,
we will let you know.
Yeah, so that's how it's going to work for now. I guess we can. It's not really time for Q&A. We already did that already, but
indeed.
But we can definitely go over to the golden.
Do a few golden
giveaway.
soups.
Yeah, golden soup giveaway. What can we do for a golden soup giveaway today? The question.
I'm talking about a question?
Yeah.
Can we ask people what they're going to do with their Kabuto meal pet if they get one? Their cute little adorable little Kabuto meal?
Like, what will they do with it?
Like, if you had your own Kabuto meal pet, what would you do with your tiny little ancient guardian?
And a second question. You guys can choose to answer 2 questions today. First, you can choose to answer, like, what would you do with your Kabuto meal's pet? Baby Kabuto pet, if you have it. But my second question is, like, what? Like, you saw kind of a rendition of, like, certain pets unexpectedly coming into this game, and now we do have the tier 5 pets raging a lot of people, obviously. But if you guys, we've had this question before, but I wanted to kind of do a refresh on this. If we had any pet that you want, what pet would you want? Because we haven't had that question in a while. We did it in the first few streams.
No ideas.
But yes, what pet ideas do you guys have for creating a pet?
Strawberry pet.
Strawberry pet. I don't think it will move.
Well, what if you?
It would just roll around.
But what if the strawberry is made out of wood? It's a wood strawberry.
You have to log for that strawberry.
You can only log for them.
Cool. Okay. I'm sorry, Tim, that no one's answering your question now.
That's okay. Everyone answer his question. Okay. Dragon, mushroom, unicorn,
elephant, dragon,
and why?
Yeah, why is important because you can just say a certain pet, but it doesn't pull us. It doesn't convince us to give
tug at our heartstrings.
Yeah, tug at our heartstrings. That's what we want.
Oh, this is gonna be
a whale pet.
This is gonna be a journey.
Whale pet would be that'd be pretty crazy. What else do we want? Joel's birthday event. I am not important enough that I get to have an event just based on my birthday. My birthday is just another one of those days. It's just another day.
It's just another day.
It's just another day. The world does not change because it's my birthday. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is impossible.
I don't think we can get any crazy good ideas because like people are putting out ideas, but nothing is really compelling. Should we think of a different question today?
You work on a different question. I'm like
Find a good answer.
I'm trying to Hawkeye find some of these answers
Hmm.
while I get 800 messages a second.
It's tough to come up with a question every week though.
Oh. Because we need them.
I got it.
Go.
Guys, new question. Sorry about that. The old question sucked. It turned out to be that we didn't get any good answers from him. So new question. Just hear me out. Let's get a new question and see if you can get some creative answers for this. So we are opening the Raminus tournament soon. Version 2, Season 2. We're opening it very soon. Hopefully that will come soon about. But in preparation for it, if you guys watched the last season, if you guys season 1 where Valdez and I casted the event at the semifinals all the way to the finals, some of you guys watched that, some of you guys knew how that progressed. What thing within the Raminus tournament, once we do open it for season 2, would you like to see changed for the better of the tournament, to make the tournament a little bit better, to improve the tournament? How can we make the tournament better than what it was from season 1? That can be from all spectrum, just better camera angle, see something like that. Just anything that you guys think that would like genuinely like improve the viewing, I guess the viewing quality, but also with the playable quality from the participants' side as well. Give Gladiators a 30-second head start. That's funny. Yes, we talked about Raminus being skill-based, not CP-based. We're still in consideration for that. We're always keeping that in mind. People are still answering the other question with pick it with cart. Spanish-speaking caster, yeah. Dude, like when I...
Do you need to tag the person who said that?
Yeah, can we go for a second, Jeremy? I want to get to this. I want to get to this that person that says Spanish-speaking commentator. No, a little is what's much more up.
Spanish-speaking commentator.
Yeah, it was. I love that comment because, I don't understand Spanish, all of it. I don't understand all the Spanish.
Do you speak Spanish at all?
I like little bit. Un poco, but yeah. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Andy Riv on Twitch. Send us a DM with your information. And if you don't know what information to put in, just the exclamation event, and Moobot will kindly guide your way to telling you which information you need to put in. But yes, I love Spanish-speaking commentators because like they go crazy. Like you thought
the passion's there.
Yeah, you thought that Korean commentators were crazy. Like I'm not talking about myself. Like I do English commentary, but I know that Korean commentators. They scream. They just got like do all that, and then like it's crazy. But like Spanish commentators, man, they're at another level. And anytime I watch a Spanish stream of esports and stuff like that, it's crazy. But yes, I appreciate your answer. I love Spanish speaking commentators. Hope we could have that soon, but I don't know if the resources will be there to fathom for that at the moment because it's tough enough to get English speaking casters to begin with. Instead of Lagos, make Joel the boss. Don't beat me up. Let me be. I will not give a reward for that one because I don't want to be the boss of the Raminus. Let's see.
Make players gear the same.
Make players gear the same. That's a good idea too. Let's give that a reward. I would like that to happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but then where it is.
Kinoki no ni.
Kinoki no ni. Make the players gear.
Even though I'm a mushroom.
Yeah. Is that what it says?
Yeah, if it's Japanese.
Yeah, so make the players gear all the same. Just let the players have the same strength and just win by their own skills. And no emulators. Let's just do it. All right, so we'll give you a reward for your suggestion. So DM us with your information, and we'll throw out some rewards that way. But yes, I really want to find more ways to make Raminus a little bit less of a discrepancy between like high CP players and low CP players. Because the last season 1, when we had all the participants come in, many of them were already high CP to begin with, but still at that little bit of difference, we already saw like kind of a definitely a significant difference between those two sides, and I think it would be more exciting if we have a little bit evenly matched up squads. That'd be pretty cool to have. And emulators is like it's tough to say because like how are we to monitor all the people that are playing online because this is an online tournament, right? We don't invite all the people via an airplane just to come here in these times too. Like no one gets to ride airplanes in these times, but we can't physically monitor everybody to see if they're using an emulator or just using their phone. So that's a little bit difficult for online tournament based. So maybe if we get an offline tournament in the future where we invite everyone, hopefully that would be pretty cool to have. But then I guess that's a little bit more controllable. So I don't know if that's going to be a thing. I would love to because it just makes it a little bit more fair environment as some people are more comfortable playing on emulators. Let's see. You guys need to invest merchandise. I don't know how that improves with Ravenous, but thank you. We'll look towards try to maybe provide more merchandise in the future. Let's see. More map or bigger maps for more participants.
Teasers for top players.
Ooh,
to build buzz.
Yeah, okay. So teasers create more and better teasers for top players and their countries, so everyone can get over to their game and support their favorite players and fellow countrymen. That's really good. Yeah, J Ray on YouTube. That's a really good social interaction idea that you have. Definitely would be something that we can give. So J Ray, send us your information via DM on Discord to me, GM Joel, and then you can send me your information and make sure you're authorized for your YouTube account on your Discord so that I know that this is the same J Ray I'm talking about, but it's not someone that's pretending to be J Ray. I don't want anyone to pretend like you and get the revard for it. So be sure to authorize your YouTube account into your Discord, then send me a DM with your information, and then
player interviews.
Player interviews. Yes, this is like these are stuff that I'm talking about. I player interviews are too close to what J Ray says. I'm not gonna give the reward for it, but like those things are really interesting to have because it allows the viewers to follow a little bit more of what players are actually watching, and they know kind of the backstory behind them. That's really interesting because when we introduced the players last time for season 1, basically no one knew who anybody was, basically except BBDR of course. But like other than that, like nobody could have knew who to root for and like what their background story is and all that. So yeah, I think following up on the storytelling of that'd be really cool to have. So. Some good answer on that one. BDM podcast for in every region. That's a lot of work, dude. I don't know if we have enough time and enough human resource to get a BDM podcast every week. This is pretty much a podcast. If you like turn off the video aspect of it, if you just like put on your
Everything's
earphones.
a podcast if you turn off the video.
Yeah, if you turn off the video. This is pretty much a podcast. And we have some nice music going on. You guys can hear a little bit of jazz on the kind of just like falling down the ground and all that is, yeah, but yeah, I don't think we can do a separate podcast. So this is like this enough. This itself is already like resourcey enough that we're having this. Ravenous custom game, please. That's basically what you can do now with the spectate mode. It's literally you can invite the players that you want into all 6 sites, and then you start your games from there. You have a maximum of 3 spectators, and this is a way that you guys can promote a little bit of the more Ravenous play within your community. That's what we really intended for this one. So hopefully you guys can enjoy that. Customized logo for guild. Jeremy, a little bit up. I like that answer. A little bit more. Yeah. So customized logo for guild. Not really for guild, but if this was for a team and Ravenous that was participating. So. This time I'm thinking to do something a little bit different in terms of we only introduced the players by the player names, but we never had a team name designated for those players. So I'm thinking of maybe asking the players to come up with a team name so that we can now refer to them as a team more than anything. So that'd be pretty cool, and having like a separate logo for their team, the team logo, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, Usac25 on Twitch. Send us a DM. On Twitch, and then we'll get the rewards over that way. We still haven't mentioned which reward we're gonna give out. We're gonna give out a little bit random rewards. It could be ancient gold coins. It could be
soups.
It could be soups, but we'll definitely send.
Surprise.
Yeah, we'll definitely send out a reward one way or the other. All right. Remove the cutscenes in Node Gallery. That has nothing to do with Ravenous. It's just a couple more answers on Ravenous. We'll give out rewards too, and then we'll try to close out the stream from here. New relics and remnants. God, speed relic. Nah, I don't think that's a good idea. Let's see. Three teams at the same time. That would be chaos. I don't know how much I would. That would be chaotic. Having a team costume, that'd be pretty cool too. But I don't know if it's possible at this present time. But we'll still give you a reward for it. Can we go up a little bit, Jeremy? I want to confirm the person that said it. That's a pretty good idea. A little bit more up. It's not that guy. It's somebody else. There it is. Tila Tala on Twitch. Send us a DM on Twitch on this channel that you're watching, and we'll send you a reward that way. But yeah, having a team costume, like just to recognize each team separately, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't know if we can do this for every team for every tournament. That'd be a lot of resources. I don't know how possible it'll be, but it's a cool idea. Definitely, we'll give you a reward for that one. All right, let's go to the last bit. We'll give out two more answers. We'll give out two more rewards for two answers. I'll make Tim a commentator. Also, it'll be fun. Do you want to commentate? It's your choice.
I don't think I own that skill.
Well, commentating is a little different than just speaking.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of multitasking. Really, it's like you have to like see what's happening visually, then like comprehend what
and
that
you
all.
have to know
what,
the metagame, and you have to know like everything that's going on.
Like you have to do multiple things at once. You have to see the game. You have to comprehend what that means in the game. Then
it would just be me randomly being like, "Oh man, that was crazy."
Yeah,
right.
And then you have to speak that out, and deliver that to the viewers to see, for them to better understand.
If they want me to say
on.
Smart things, that's probably not gonna. That probably won't work.
But yeah, if Tim wants to, we'll definitely get him in here. But for now, I think he's a little bit on the no side. Yeah. So last answer. We'll give out one more answer. One more answer for a good Ramina's tournament idea to improve Ramina's voice chat. We already kind of did that with the Discord, and we provided Discord separate channels just for each individual team so they can go in there and chat with themselves. That's already been done. But one more idea. Okay. Lagos Last Hitch is not fair. The team that did the most DPS should be rewarded. But I think I'm a little bit in disagreement for that. I think the combat mechanic for going for Lagos, it provides a new opportunity, because the thing about Lagos is like you don't have to hit it if you're winning. Like you can just protect the surrounding zones and just play with the advantage that you have, and then just make sure your opponents don't go for the Lagos to look for the combat opportunity, and then you can just protect Lagos until the timer runs out, and you're pretty much securing the win. But when the opponent goes so heavily on Lagos and you're not able to protect it, and they somehow do get the last hit, and that big discrepancy of points that gains back their way, that creates a lot of excitement, I think. And I really like the Lagos mechanic that's been built into the game. One more answer. Raminus Battlegrounds. So they're wanting like Battle Royale for Raminus. They're wanting Battle Royale for everything.
Like custom stages.
You guys can play Shadow Arena. That's available in Battle Royale for Black Desert mobile theme. Black Desert theme. I would have said not mobile. One more. Okay, we have a good idea. Matt. Oh, okay. I like that one.
Which one?
Oh, Sarah V again. Up, Jeremy, up a little. It's Sarah V again. I think it was down a little bit. A little bit down, a little bit.
I didn't see the name.
No, okay, a little bit up. Sorry, Jeremy. There it is. Sarah V 012. Map visual effects like particles or something, weather, daytime or nighttime. Dynamic weather is basically what they're saying. Dynamic visual effects that can have within the map. Yeah, I think that would make it more exciting to watch. I don't know how fair it would be for the players to have dynamic weathers to be effective visually because of that. But the visual, the aspects is not too confusing to begin with, so I don't think that's gonna be too bad to have. So yeah, good answer. So Sarah V will give you the last bit of rewards. Send us a DM. I think it's like her third time winning this run.
Just nailing it.
Just good suggestions every week, I guess. So yeah, Sarah V, send us a DM, and you know the usual process, and we'll send out some rewards for you. So yeah, that's gonna be for the Golden Soup giveaway. Thank you guys for participating in these answers. These questions that we throw out can be as random as it gets, but the answers you guys give are always very quality, and that's what helps us improve many aspects of the game. And I do say it again, you guys sometimes will be disappointed in some of the things that we throw out, because some of the things can be misunderstood to be certain things, but you guys always have to know. You guys always have to realize that anything that we throw out isn't always final. It's like there are always rooms for changes. There are always rooms to make it more suitable for the audience that we have. So if you guys feel like when things come through and you guys are not necessarily in total agreement for what happens, just always voice it out. Like literally all you have to do is just talk about it, just speak out and see what you would think in a general term would make this a little bit better of an output. And if you guys do that, the devs, they're definitely open to all ideas and they're thinking about things and always trying to consider what the actual users are saying. Because, you know, we always say that this game is being built with the devs, but also with the users that are playing and just trying to cooperate that energy to try to create the best game possible. So don't feel let down and don't get too overly angry about like things that happen, especially on the patch notes. If you guys see something that you don't like, just let us know and see how it can be better implemented. Then we'll see what we can do with it. And we've seen situations before, ever since we started from the soft launch, where things were first introduced, people like hated it. Yeah. People were like, how could you? Like, this is the worst thing that's happened.
And we have several examples where the user comments and everyone's feedback has directly influenced positive changes in the game.
And we introduced the changes to be much better, and you guys liked it in the long run, and it turned out to be the better resolution for us all. So first of all, please don't feel offended by the things that we introduce. At times it might feel, it's like, is he for real? Is this happening? Like those moments may occur from time to time because the devs are creating this with the users in mind, but also with what they're planning. But if it doesn't match, sometimes that can happen. But if that happens, just let us know. Let us know exactly what you guys want, and we'll try to see what we can do with it. Because, like I said, this is the reason why you guys have messengers as we are. We're here to take all those comments from you guys and then try to deliver it to the devs and let them think about it. And some things pass, some things don't pass, and then the game changes hopefully for the better. And we've had case examples in the past, and hopefully you guys can understand that process and understand the whole premise and the objective of why we have these streams in the first place. So don't get mad at us too much specific, because we're not the ones that added it. We're not the one. We're innocent. We're not the ones that added it. We're not the ones that finalized it. But you guys can basically take advantage of our positions just to send your messages over. So hopefully we can create a better game altogether. So yeah, that's it for, I guess, today's stream. Not much, I guess, to say after all that.
No, plenty of content. As always, thank you guys for coming. It's great to see the high numbers that we get from all the different platforms, and thank you to all the Facebook users who came to join us for the first Facebook stream today.
Yeah, that was a lot of viewers actually. We went over 500 viewers almost, on
over
Facebook.
500, and we had thousands and
2,000 something like on Twitch and YouTube. So I think we easily hit like 5,000.
We were around 5,000 total.
Goodness, thank you guys. Yeah, all for watching. Like it's an incredible support that you guys give. Like when I first thought of this idea to do Velia Inn, it's when I first came into the company actually last year in October, and like around November-ish, I was like, man, it would be pretty cool to have a game company just to like say what we want to say, but also for the users to literally tell us directly, the most directly. Jeremy, present day chat, please. Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy was doing something. Yeah, but yes. So when I first started this idea, it's like it'd be pretty cool to have the devs talk about what they want, but also for the users to talk to the devs about what they would like to have in the most direct format as possible. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to have. It wouldn't have been much cool if we didn't have any viewers. But thanks to all of you guys. A little bit less cool. Yeah, but thanks to all of you guys who are coming out every week to watch Velia Inn. It's really appreciated, and all the support is highly appreciated. And this is the reason that we guys see this as a valuable thing, as a thing that we should keep on doing and try to be as communicated and as transparent as we can towards the user's end. And hopefully hopefully you guys can feel the same way about that. Always, as we did post out on Discord, stay safe, stay home, please.
Please don't leave the house.
Don't leave the house. Wherever you're in, Korea is kind of on the lower side now, but we're still trying to maintain ourselves.
We're doing well, but we're not out of the woods.
No, we're definitely still trying to stay home as much as we can. But yeah, definitely the same to you guys. Stay safe, don't stay healthy, and please do not get sick. This is the worst time to get sick. Please, everybody, hope that all you guys can keep safe. And we did open up a hotline for promoting people to stay home a little bit more and just enjoy Black Desert Mobile. Just a little more grinding on the side, of course. And yeah, I hope you guys still continue to stay safe, stay positive throughout all this, and we can hopefully see you guys on the next stream just as usual. Anything you want to say before we go out?
No, thank you guys as always, and we always appreciate your support, and we will definitely see you guys next time.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching episode 22 of Velia Inn. We will return next week in the next maintenance with episode 23. I hope you guys stay safe until then, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.